one of the things that dragon and tiger is good for, and some other qigongs are also useful in this way, is in harmonizing the hemispheres of the brain. Qigongs do or are noted to increase a person's intelligence. And when you harmonize the hemispheres of the brain, you're getting a gross neurological benefit. And you're also getting the qualities associated with each hemisphere of the brain to help inform the opposite hemisphere of the brain. So, you know, colloquially, the right brain is supposed to be more creative, the left brain's more analytical. And so you have the creative side more informing your analytical side more informing your creative side, which does boost your overall intelligence. Creative analysis or analytical creativity are desirable things. But the other thing on a more basic and practical level is you're making yourself neurologically more functional. There's a technique that's used in Western physical therapy and orthopedic medicine when people have various types of brain injuries, where they have some cognitive problems, where there's some disconnect in the brain. And in Western terms, the technique is called cross crawl. And what a cross crawl technique does is, you can imagine if I was on all fours on the ground, you'd have somebody get on all fours on the ground and have their crawl across the floor with their right arm and left leg making the first crawling motion, and then the left arm and the right leg make the next. So you have somebody crawl across the floor like this. And this engages opposite hemispheres of the brain. And it's one, and there are other variations of that, but this is where the technique got its name, cross crawl. But there are other physical therapy types of moves that also, just from moving your body in certain ways, creates various neurological pathways to fire and enhance the communication between the hemispheres of the brain. Movement number 1 and movement number 6 in dragon and tiger do that arguably even on a deeper level, especially when we add regulating the breath and specifically regulating the mind. But what has to happen in dragon and tiger in movement number 1, in order to get this to happen, in order to be able to just do the movement as it ought to be done, to get the greatest benefit on all levels that it'll benefit you, is the coordination between the left and right hands movements that we've just been doing, which are going to be happening opposite each other. So you want to attend to all of the little details that we've been attending to up to this point. And that's why I wanted to make sure that all of you are clear that up to this point, all of you have all those details attended to and no questions there. Because now when we do full movement number 1, you're going to have one arm going up while the other arm goes down. And you want to be attending to all of those shoulder blade movements that we talked about, and making sure you're keeping your hands on your side channels and being aware that Lao Gong is pointing in all the proper directions. And so all of the things that we've done up to this point want to be as clear and as well defined when you're doing both arms in opposite directions as they are when you're doing one arm at a time.